And we are live. Excuse me for my nasally voice. I've been sick the past couple of days, but I beat that right in the butt with some herbs, oregano oil, which is super strong. I did a lot of elderberry. I caught it as soon as I felt awful. I went home from work and I did echinacea and elderberries and licorice root. And I did turmeric and ginger, tulsi and nettle, periodically. And yeah, it kicked the butt of the sickness before it even had anywhere to land. But it's still coming out of my system in the sense that now it's like I just sound nasally and raspy. But other than that, I feel great. There was only one day where, I felt really like run down and fatigued and stuff, which was the day that I took care of myself and did that every couple of hours, like clockwork. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm here to do the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo. I hope I put that right on the title. I always get Virgo and Aries mixed up. I hope I didn't screw that up. I can't see it. Whatever. I'll fix it after if I have to. Anyway, so as we know, or maybe you don't know, eclipses come in seasons, and the seasons come in like an axis, and which come in like cycles of a couple of years. So for a couple of years, you have the axes of whatever signs the eclipses land on, and then they go through it, and it's like a storyline of something that isn't working in your life anymore, and that needs to be shifted out big time. It's all about transitions and transformations. The lunar eclipse really brought a lot of stuff to light about what things aren't working, and what we're no longer willing to tolerate. And I can't help but I don't talk about anything that is like political and stuff, because it's just such a sore spot for the collective. And when people hyper focus on the negativity of that subject, that's where the collective mind is piling on. That is where, if we're thinking negativity into the world, negativity in politics, negative outcomes, then that's what we're going to get back. So I don't like to talk about it, because I feel like that's just putting the energy into it. But I wanted to say here, that's just why you haven't heard me talk about it at all. But the whole thing with Charlie, I can't help but notice that it happened during the lunar eclipse. Coincidence? I think not. The moon was full. It's during an eclipse. The energies of everything are heightened normally during a full moon, but they're extra during an eclipse. Full moon. And, tensions were hot. I felt like it brought to light a lot of people, like who really does have humanity in them still, and who doesn't. I feel like it's taken all of us to be like, whoa, like what kind of humanity are we living in right now? I feel like it kind of like bitch slapped the shit out of the collective, and kind of like, I don't want to use the term like woke up, not like that, but just like woke everybody the fuck up to be like, whoa, snap out of it. Is this really where we are right now? You know, and I feel like it kind of stripped things away and has made people question others as well as their own humility. I don't even remember what the damn eclipse was in. Whatever. Okay. Let's see. Solar eclipse in Virgo. I'm not quite sure which. Okay, so intuition wants to come out because this aspect is in Virgo, which is more about the stability and the grounding and the, you know, the everyday life stuff, right? And like your day to day and your plan, like, you know, the whole joke is Virgo is your planners, right? But on the opposite is the Piscean energy, which is the opposite. It's the mystic, the one who thinks beyond, you know, time and space and earthly things. So I feel like this is coming out for that Piscean energy still wants its voice heard, even over, you know, Virgo being the one holding the mic right now. Okay, what else? Gateway of light activation. Intuition wants to come out after gateway of light activation will come out first. So we're going to do A and B. Deanna, if you're watching this, it's only A or B. There's no C. Isn't that hilarious? Oh my god. So out of all my decks here, I got 1, 2 that I just pulled, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 that I can see right now. I pulled 2 decks. And the first one that I opened, I'm pulling the cards, right? And I'm seeing these, and I'm like, this isn't these cards. So you see these? This is the back, the face of the cards. It's literally the other deck that I pulled. Can you believe that? And no, I like never use these decks. So it's not like there was more to it than that. Alright. Gateway of light activation. Oracle. Let's pull 1 for A, the energy of A. That was easy. Energy for B. Oh boy. 2 came out for B. Interesting. I'm feeling like the energy of B is very hyper, but not like, that, but just like, you know, Energizer Bunny, like buzzing, you know, like after you've had a Red Bull. That's what's coming with B. I'm not flipping it over, even though it's screaming at me to do it. You're not coming out until I do A. Okay. Now that I've set my boundary. If you chose A, this eclipse portal for you is your higher heart activation. Dropping shields, divine love, your heart is healed. I felt very soft, like rose energy here. This is more about self-love. I feel like A's, if you have been lacking on taking care of yourself, you know, your physical health, your mental health, spiritual health, this is a sign to saying it's time to like soften up and stop being so hard on yourself and allow yourself the room to be soft. The reason that I'm feeling this coming in strongly, like if you give hard, if you put out there this hard shell, right? That's what you're putting out in the universe. That's what you're saying to the universe. This is what I want. So that's what you're going to get back. You're going to get other people, other situations that are also hard shells, right? It's the same way with like your attitude. If you have a negative attitude, you're only going to get negativity. If you are rude to people, you're only going to be interacting with other rude people. But the same is for the other. If you lead with kindness and you lead with love and whatever, then that is what you will see more of. So if you are leading with your shield, you're going to get other people's shields because they are going to see, oh, your hardness, and they're going to put up their hardness walls as well. So this is kind of reminding you to, if this isn't what you want from other people or other situations, then you need to be the one to soften up first. It's saying, this is like a check yourself. Maybe what I'm getting in life is a manifestation of what I'm putting out. And maybe I should rethink what I'm putting out. Reflection. Reflect on what is coming out. And I just feel so strongly that if you lead with the softness that you want, then others will recognize that and then want to give softness because that's the energy you put off. Wow, that was a big message out of just that one card. I haven't even pulled the tarot yet. Jeez. All right, if you are just dropping in, say hello. And if you are catching the replay, hashtag replay, so I can see how far this goes. For A and their higher heart activation. Expanding on this. I'm hearing resistance. Okay. So if you chose A, I pulled 3 cards, and on the right and the left are both aces that came out upside down, and in the middle is the 5 of Swords that came face up. I feel like this is a wake-up call for you. So if you chose A, listen and listen good. The situation that you are in is the direct correlation of yourself. If you don't like where you are, then you need to change it. You are standing in your own way of your own success. You are resisting. If abundance is around, there's endless amount of abundance for everyone. So no matter how much abundance you get, you are not taking it away from anyone else. I feel like for A, you have the mentality that, well, if you feel good, what about all the other people that feel bad? Like, I feel like that's kind of what's setting you here, what's keeping you in this, so I need to feel bad. Which is preventing you from allowing the clarity to come to you. So this is like for A's, it's a direct severage between your heart and your head. It's your heart is screaming, love will lead the way, nourishment and nurturing and feeling good and, saying what you need to say and doing the things that you need to do that make you feel good. Those are the things that your heart is screaming to get you out of this portal that we're in, right? So to get you through this heart activation portal for you A's, but you're resisting it. You're not seeing it. It's almost like if there's a scale, right? And each scale has a black pot in it, right? This is going to sound real stupid, but this is what's playing in my head. And then you fill each one up. One is heavier than the other, right? So now, when you're down here, you can't see what is in the other bucket, right? Because you're below it. So you don't realize that you think this is better, but you don't realize that this needs to like let go of some of it so it can balance out, like you can't, it's kind of like the whole work hard so you can play hard thing. I feel like it's that sort of balance of, well, if you're always working, you're not having fun. So where's your stress, right? Or it's the opposite. You're always having fun, but you're never working. So what pays the price on that end? But you are blocking the clarity that is trying so hard to come in. You hold the arrow. I'm going to pull a couple more. For A's, you're letting your brain do all the... You're not letting your heart speak. So this for A's is more about letting letting your heart speak. I'm hearing go back to the beginning is what this Page of Pentacles is pondering. I feel like is what was the intent, the original intention that you had for here? To, like, for where you are. What was your original intent? I feel like sometimes a lot of us forget what that is. So I feel like we need to pause. Reflection. Ace, I feel like, is all about reflection. You need to pause and think back to the very beginning. To where it all began. What was your original intent? Where that heart connection started. It's just funny to me. It leads you right back to the heart. Heart, in order to get out of this solar eclipse, or this just eclipse portal for the season, is get out of your head and lead with your heart for Ace. Where are we at? How long have I been doing this video? Because I can mark it right here. If you chose A, that is your message right there. Is stop allowing your head to control the show 100% of the time and let your heart also say its piece. It's a 50-50. Okay? It's not, it's supposed to be a balance. So go back to the beginning and remember the heart of it, where it all began. All right, I gotta go. And I will come back to do B's. Oh shoot, no, I have to do, let me pull this intuition card first for A's, and then I have to leave for a moment and I will come back. Deeply rooted. Go back to the beginning where the connection began, because the foundation is strong. You just need to get out of your own way. So that's for A's. I'll be back for B's. And